This is the ugly truth that people don't tell you about what happens to you and your family after your parents die. So, the first thing you realize right out of the gate is that everyone grieves differently. How you grieve is going to be completely different how your siblings or your cousins or their friends or anyone really. Some people grieve by themselves. Some people, want to talk about the person that's passed. Another person will want to just drink or use substance, and there's no right or wrong way. It's just everyone deals with it in their way, and you have to kind of let them deal with it that way. It's not your job to tell them when there's a certain time frame. Some people don't grieve at all, and they just take it on the chin, and then they deal with it years down the road. So the first thing I would recommend is let everyone grieve in their own way. Give them their own time and space. Be there for them. Sometimes when a friend or someone passes away like that, the best thing you can really say is it sucks and I'm here for you if you need anything, and just give a call or two or check in on them. And other than that, you can't really do anything. But yes, everyone does grieve completely differently. That's the first thing. Okay, so the next one is, and this one really surprised me. I had no clue about this when I lost my mom. Is when you have the funeral and the viewing, I'm consulting everyone else and no one's consulting me. And it's like everyone wants to tell you their story and what they meant to them. And you're like, oh, that's such a great story. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. However, when you do that 30, 40, 60 times, sometimes it's like each person you come to contact with takes a little bit of piece of you and you're consulting them when it should be the other way around. So, my recommend is for when you go to a funeral or a viewing is give your condolences, make some space for them to tell their story or see where they're at, and after that just let them know that you're here for them, and if there's anything that they need, you're more welcome to help with. But other than that, try not to tell their story, because you got to understand they've had 30 people before you do the same thing and they're going to be exhausted. So keep it short, keep it sweet, and just kind of let them know. And then check in with them a couple days. I normally give 3 or 4 days after a funeral viewing to be like, hey, are you good? Do you need anything? And that's about the best way to handle that situation. So we got two left in this, and the last two I say are kind of the most important. You really need to take a second to really absorb this. So a lot of people feel like the funeral and the viewing are the hardest part of losing a parent, and it's not even close. When you lose a parent, you're numb. You're pretty numb for a while. And what ends up happening is the funeral arrangements and everything you got to do, it keeps your mind busy. You got this, you got to do, you got this, you got to do, you got this person needs to talk to you. And then what happens is about a month or so after they pass, and you kind of everyone's kind of gone and you're alone and you're just sitting with your thoughts. That's when the pain, that's when things truly start to hit you. And that's where you have to really set your intentions in the grieving part and really go through the process. I wasn't aware of that. I thought things would get easier, but it doesn't get easier. It's going to get quite harder. So the funeral is not the hard part. It's the silence by yourself that's going to kill you. And that's really the part you're going to have to sit with and deal with. And it just sucks. And I have no words to help you other than it sucks. And you're just going to have to get through it. And I like to sit with my emotions. I like to sit in quiet and process. And that's the best advice I got for this one. It's not a good point in the process. All right, so we're down to the last one of things I didn't know going through the process of losing a parent or both my parents. And this one's a gut punch. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not fun. It's not going to be something you're like, and it's probably nothing that you're going to want to hear, but you need to hear it regardless. And that's, it never gets better. To a certain point, it will get better, and you'll be able to deal with it and process it. But other than that, it will never get better. The void that a parent leaves is just irreplaceable. You can't do it. Um, the best advice I got from when I first lost my mom was actually from my boss at the time. And he just lost his dad a year prior to that. And he said, it effing sucks and it doesn't get much better, but you learn how to deal with it better. And that's the best advice I can really give you. Is it's going to throw your family off. It's going to throw your life off. You're going to be forever changed after losing a parent. And the feeling never goes away. I'm gonna tell you, it never goes away. There'll be a time where I'm out and about, and a friend of my mom's friend will be nice to me and just do something motherly, and it will just come out of nowhere, and I'm just like, "Ugh," and it's just a gut punch. Same way with my dad, and it's just something you're gonna have to learn to live with. I'm sorry. It will get better to a certain point, but there will be days like the holidays especially that you're going to want to have conversations with them, and it's forever, that they're gone forever. um, so they'll look over you, obviously, depending on what you believe spiritually and stuff like that, but it's never quite the same. Your life will never ever be the same. I'm sorry, but you will get through it, and the things that they gave you in life, and the lessons and the love and the light, you will be able to pass that on to your kids, and they lived through that. So sorry to be the bearer in that bad news, but it's something that you'll never get past. You'll just get a little bit better at living with it. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because this is an uncomfortable topic, and this channel and everything I try to do is mean to help people, but also have uncomfortable truths. I wish someone would have sat down and talked to me about the things they went through when dealing with a lot of death in the family. And if my pain and struggle can help other people process or do things a little smoother, then it's worth its weight of gold to me. That's what my parents would have wanted, is to pass that on. Whew. Not gonna get hit with that, but see how it just comes out of nowhere. But I had to stop for a second there for a second, and that's how quick it can. Just mentioning them can set you off that quick. And I know for my life and the things that I've been through, that my parents would have wanted me to help. My mom and dad were two very giving people. They gave until they were no longer here. So the fact that I'm helping people, they would be ecstatic about this. Um, but this is the things that I want to talk about, is the things that people don't want to talk about that need to be talked about within this world. And since the world is such a crazy place right now, we need to have hard conversations. And please like and subscribe. We're going to have more conversations that's going to be even probably more cringe and more hard to talk about. But like I said, if I can help people learn and grow and have better lives, then my pain and everything I've gone to is so worth it. So thank you for your time. And until next time, I'm going to do another one of these. It's going to be a Christmas special. But yeah, look forward to that. All right. Bye.